If I had to sum it up in one word, I would say real.
It was absolutely wonderful. I really enjoyed it, and I really learned a lot.
I thoroughly enjoyed the program because I felt it gave each of us a unique aspect of diversity.
Working across generations, agencies and organizations today are facing new challenges. It's no longer simply black or white or this or that. Probably one of the greatest challenges facing the workplace today is generational differences. What we're able to bring in is an opportunity to look at the different perspectives of the four generations, giving your people the opportunity to see themselves, how they behave, and what they can do to make positive changes in how they come across to other people, with the bottom line goal of increasing productivity. The idea is to help people see what they do, see how they can work better with other folks, and deliver more for you and your organization. I want to ask you to respond to a couple of phrases, if you would. And I'm going to ask you to do it based on kind of when and where and how you were born. I'm going to ask the folks, the baby boomers and the veterans of the workplace or the military, that's people 1964 or sooner, born 1964 or earlier, to respond to these simple phrases. Fair enough? Just call out your answers to them. The first one is young people these days just don't have a strong work ethic. Oh, okay. Next one. They definitely seem to have less respect for authority. All right. Third one. When they get a work assignment, it seems they always complain. Okay. Procrastinate, complain, question. All right. And this generation seems to have such a short attention span. The program begins with me setting the stage by talking about some of the current challenges around generations. We actually get the audience physically involved and looking at, analyzing, and talking about what the generational challenges are and what their perspectives are from their generational focus. One of the ways that we make that happen is by having them separated by age groups. And from that, we get their perspective based on their real world energy around what their generational messages have been.
Oh, that was an excellent drill that we went through with the outlining the generations and the differences. And one thing I noticed is that not only was it a difference within the generations, but it's also regional for those of us that grew up in New England versus those that were in the South and in the West.
Later in the program and come up with real-world strategies to implement when they leave the session. There's a group of folks who've agreed to let you see what their meeting looks like. They're from the Federal Agency for Communication Entrepreneurs, better known as FACE, so you'll have a chance to see them and help maybe save FACE. But anyhow, who you'll be watching are several folks. First of all is Robert McCarthy. He's a commissioner at FACE. The truly most unique and exciting part of the program is when we actually unveil the interactive business theater performers. They actually get into the role of the people that's in your agency, and people see themselves behaving in ways that they behave, and they're actually able to ask questions of people that they've always wanted to know why you do what you do. Here's the opportunity to find out what makes people tick.
There's this one woman there who is 105 years old,
well,
and the stories that she can share with you,
I'm sure.
it'll take you back. Oh my goodness!
But what does that have to do with diversity?
Or the workplace.
Right, or even the bulletin board, you know?
Okay, you want to go back to the bulletin board?
If we could.
Yeah, okay. I like that idea. Go back. We can go back to that.
Good.
Okay.
We can expand on that a little bit.
All
I like
right.
the articles and everything.
Right.
But we can make it more, diverse by including pictures.
Pictures from
our
the
families.
Oh, from our of our families. Now we are diverse. Well, now that's a good idea.
Oh, I like that
Very good.
idea.
That's very good. Did you get that down?
It was my idea.
Oh, right,
Robert.
of course. Good for everybody. I think we'll need one more meeting just to hone these down a little bit. We'll let everybody know when we're going to meet.
I need you now, please. Come on.
Wow.
Thank you.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
Yep, hi-ho, silver away.
Okay.
These are not just off-the-shelf type people. These people have actually talked to the folks in your organization, found out what the real issues are. They use the language, the vernacular. They imitate or emulate the people that are actually in the audience, but it's offset enough so that it's not too personal. But people get the message. They see themselves doing what they do, and they actually get a chance to make some improvements.
I really appreciated the illustrations through role-playing, and it was funny as I was sitting there at the very first scene, I found myself relating Beth to probably what would have been the most unpopular character at the table.
I really enjoyed the class. It was a great way to demonstrate diversity, to have it acted out by some professional actors, and plus the audience, the interaction for the audience. I thought it was fantastic, and I recommend this program for anyone.
Humor is a keystone and a cornerstone of what happens in this program. It's a major piece because we think people learn more when they're having a good time, and they really do when they're watching this program and being involved in it. A truly unique aspect of what we offer is when we allow the audience to actually ask questions of each of the performers. Mind you, they're staying in character as they do throughout the presentation, so that they're actually able to talk to people about what works for them and what doesn't, why they behave the way they do.
No, Suki didn't suggest it. I said it. Well, she might have gotten it from me, but I...
Well, what we heard was Suki said it and no one paid attention to it, and then when you said it, everyone jumped on it. You didn't hear her say that.
I didn't hear her say it, no.
Well, there we go. Didn't hear
I was wondering where I got the good idea from, but
Yeah, it's an inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, before you go, just tell us what your personal perspective is on diversity.
Well, I think I did. I really am very fond of diversity, and I embrace diversity both here and outside the workplace. I truly, to give you a good example, how I feel about diversity, let me just say, I am 52 years old. I'm 5'8". I am from Vermont. My live-in girlfriend is 26, 4'9", and she's from Guam. So every day I go home and embrace diversity every chance I get.
Thank you very much.
All right.